Hey guys, what's up? It's Rusty here, and today we're looking at a player account called Gamblin' Gabe. His Discord is Ugio, so that's probably what I'm gonna refer to him as. And just starting off, he is a World 5 player. He is in World 6. Okay, never mind. And so let's just start off from World 1 to World 6 and see what he can improve on. So first of all, character keys are good. I would suggest holding on to a few more of them and don't use them as much, just because once you get your V-Man, you're going to be wanting to use lots of keys for speedruns. So I would definitely try to hold on to some more of these keys every day. I already took a look at his account. He doesn't have the Fury Relic. So I would just say whenever you can, try to use books. They're quite important and just a big boost to your account. So let's take a look at his characters. 250, I would take off Unending Energy. Plus 50% class XP is just plus 0.5. It is not really, it's not worth it. It's not useful. Don't run it. Don't do it. Which one is this? That's okay. That's not bad. If you're lacking accuracy, this would be good for your characters. And yeah, that's fine. I would say you need to equip Royal Sampler on all of your characters if you have it. You do have it, yeah. This needs to go on all of your characters ASAP. This will be a big boost to your 3D prints, and we'll look at that later. So going back to World 1, yeah, you need to work on unlocking more of the stamps from World 1 to World 5, and then getting this level up. I'd say at least trying to double this level would be fairly doable for you. Yeah, I mean, some of these levels, you can 3D print some of the materials to level up the stamps. They're quite useful, and stamp levels are one of the things that you should not be sleeping on. Forge, I don't know why I'm looking here. Oh, yeah, max out the upgrades. That is something you probably want to do, and or probably forgot about. Production is looking okay, I would say. Put everybody on thread just to level them up, so this doesn't take 87 days for you to get a 200k stack of these. Like, this is just not an efficient way to do this. Okay, points. Yeah, I would try to put some more points, finish off at least World 1, and maybe start working on World 2 just to get some more anvil points. That'll be very beneficial to your anvil speed. And then looking at stamps, I would say definitely some to prioritize would be the ladle stamp to unlock and the multi-tool stamp to unlock. These are kind of difficult, but you should just be able to unlock them, and they're such a big boost for cooking specifically that it's really helpful for you to unlock them. So let's go look at Alchemy. I would say, yeah, you definitely need to try to unlock all of the bubbles at least up until World 5, especially because Power of Try 1, 2, and 3 are such a big damage boost to your account that it's quite worth it to unlock those bubbles and level them up as much as you can. Another one to level up is Diamond Chef. Get this to at least like 15 or 20. 20 might be pushing it, but if you can bargain tech this every day, it is quite worth it. It's very useful. And as you see here, 10 diamond plates, 2.95% faster. This will multiply by 1.1 every single plate you have above level 11. So once you get to like 40 or 50 plates, it's very beneficial to your cooking speed. Vials, let's see. Yeah, just level up some of these vials to level 4, and then once you hit Vial Mastery and the Rift, start leveling these up more. I will say vials is something you don't want to sleep on. You want to get probably all of your skilling bubbles up to like 8 or 9. That should be fairly doable. If not now, at least in the near future. And if you're working on sigils, get off of sigils. You want to unlock the rest of your bubbles at least until Power of Try 1, 2, and 3 before you start working on sigils. Sigils aren't that great until you're done with Alchemy. Alchemy is something I would hard focus for you right now. Just level up more bubbles every day. Level up bubbles whenever you can. They're very helpful to progressing your account. Construction. Use these whenever you can. If you don't play every day, at least try to use them whenever you get on. You need to unlock Nolo salts. You're not refining green, that's good. This is good. You need to rank up your orange salts, probably to like 9 or 10, just to make sure your blue salts aren't empty all the time. And I would not auto refine this right now. I would level this up some more before you auto refine it. And it's good that you're not auto refining red. That's really good. Ooh, you are starved of salt. Yep, that is a problem. So fixing your refinery is probably going to be a really good way to regress your account in an indirect way. Salts are very useful for gear and tools and all that sorts of stuff, so it's just nice to have. And if I pull this up real quick, yeah, these are the salt ranks. I would say, where are you at? 4. You probably want to go 14, 8, 4. You probably want to go to this one right here just to sustain your refinery a little bit more. And then once you get to around here, 1911.6, this chart starts falling off. So I would use Idleon toolbox just to see if you're producing enough salts. That'll help you quite a bit. And your 3D prints, try to 3D print. You seem to be doing a good job so far, but try to 3D print the materials that your characters specialize in. And then for your Beastmaster and Maestro or V-Man, you want to print mob materials. That'll be quite useful. Then it looks like your Death Note is okay. I would try to stop pushing World 6. Pushing World 6 isn't that beneficial to your account currently, simply because I don't think your damage is high enough to push much further in World 6. Let's see, Worship. You're looking good on skulls. Try to get everybody into this World 3 skull. It's somewhat difficult, but if you can do that, that would be pretty good for all of your characters. Totems, 70, 50, 50, 40, 27. Try to at least get 10 or 20 max waves into OJ Bay, just because some stamps require these souls in order to level up. If we take a look at your cooking, okay, yeah, I see what your problem is. So cabbage is such a great way to level up your cooking early game. Your account isn't really early game, but your cooking is fairly early game. So I would say try to upgrade cabbage as much as you can and unlock corn dog and some of the other plates, and then start getting as many as you can to level 11. That should be fairly doable, especially if you level up Diamond Chef. And then you should be able to unlock some more plates. If the time to unlock is too high, then level up your cooking speed by cabbage, corn dog, eggs. There's another one somewhere around here. So soda, double cherry, burnt marshmallows are probably a ways away for you. Canopy, that's good for new recipe unlocks. That one's good if you're struggling on unlocking speed. And then corn dog, pie, and egg are really good, as well as cabbage. So that's probably the ones that I would prioritize in cooking currently, just to level up your cooking some more. Rift, skill mastery. I would try to push all passive cards just because that'd help you quite a bit in your 3D prints. And also for you to equip better tools, that would be very beneficial. Divinity, you're looking good. I would work on getting the last couple characters, at least try to get Permap. Permap is really good for sailing because it gives you more sailing boat speed and gaming plant growth. Sailing, I looked at this a little bit before, and you don't have Eldritch artifacts, which is fine, but you want to try to push 1080 tablet to at least Agent to get your boat speed up, and you want to try to push Fury Relic as soon as you can, just because those max talent book levels are so important to your account. And then getting this ancient as soon as you can is another big boost to your account. Sneaking. I don't really think you're ready for the World 6 skills. You could push sneaking a little bit. It wouldn't be detrimental to your account, but I think you have other areas to focus on currently. So is he skilling? He's in lab. Okay, that's fine. You're not really there. You don't even have Nolo salts unlocked. So once you rank up your refinery a little bit more and you unlock Nolo salts, then I would maybe start thinking about getting into troll armor. Just because troll armor goes to magma, which goes to Croc, which then goes to Marbleglass, which then goes to God Shard armor. So troll is like the first set that you need in terms of all of this. And it is fairly expensive to start out with, especially in terms of Nolo salts at the beginning. I think it costs 68, 78, 78, 84. So like 9k per person. So you need like 95k or 100k for all of the armor and tools, which would be quite beneficial to upgrading your armor and your stats and your tools. And so I would try to push troll armor as well as get everybody in luster weapons at least. For where you're at, that seems fairly doable. That seems like something that you're working on. And I would also say try to get void tools as soon as you can. Tools are like stat sticks in this game. So I recently just got to all Marbleglass tools, and my damage went up by like 20 to 30% on all of my characters just from upgrading my tools one tier. So tools are very beneficial to your account. I would say you probably want to start booking some of your talents, yes. So talents are going to be another big source of damage, especially heading into World 6. So that's something that I would maybe try to focus on. And then in my personal opinion, I don't know if you've seen, but I still run Rex rings on all of my characters just because like tenacity rings are fine and cool, but they're like 400, 500 flurbos. And so I don't want to spend that much whenever I'm also grinding towards Emperor Opal rings. I could have gotten them way earlier in my account, but I think Rex rings are just, serrated Rex rings are just overall set and forget, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But I would also say try to get serrated Rex rings on everybody. And if you don't want to do that and you want to go straight to, I would say serrated Rex rings or tenacity rings are probably the best in terms of rings for you right now. And then Emperor Opals later. And let's see, constellations. I would definitely, you're missing some here. You're missing one here. Although this one is hard to get, so I don't blame you for that. You're missing, so you're missing a couple. You just haven't clicked on this one. You're missing oh, okay, yeah. Don't sleep on constellations, especially with World 6 coming out and there being an increase to the number of stars that you can unlock. Completing all of your constellations is a very good way for you to get infinite star signs. And if we look, you haven't unlocked shiny pets yet. That's fine. It's a little ways away, but it shouldn't be too terribly bad. It takes a while, but once you get there, you want to start leveling up your faster shiny pet level up, as these will help you level up your shiny pets faster, and then you want to do infinite star signs as soon as you can. That's going to be very beneficial for constellations and always having them active. Going back to stamps real quick, this kind of has to do with quests. I would try to do at least all of the quests on one character to get all of the stamps, except for the trivia quests, as those are notoriously hard to do. And then that will help you get like candy and stamps and coins and all of the other drops that drop from quests. Let's see, Obols. You would benefit from farming obols from Gigafrogs, just to increase your drop rate a little bit more. You can get, you can get a bronze opal, a bronze pop opal, which is a 1 in 100k, but they're used everywhere. Lots of silver pop opals, you don't want to upgrade them to gold just because they're not that good anymore. And as you can see, all of my players are running silver pop opals, and then gold dice opals and platinum dice opals and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I would start aiming towards in terms of opals. And then dungeons, passives, leveling this up. Yeah, this is good. This is 1 talent point for each level, so this is quite beneficial for you to unlock. And yeah, just working through the dungeon. Yeah, that's fine. You may benefit from starting your Onyx statue grind, but I don't think you have enough crystal spawn chance. Let's see, what are your cards at? This one, 40%. That's okay. That's not terrible, but you do want to get at least 50% crystal mob spawn chance on this, and then demon genies as soon as you can. This is good. Yeah, this is fine. And then you want to start pushing crystals. Your post office also gives you some, the non-predatory loot box. It gives you some percent, but it's not great. And then whenever you start farming crystals, you want to put all of the points you can into crystalline and cards as well, and then level up your shrine just passively. Post office, let's look at this. Yeah, so this is also something that you've neglected quite hard. I would say you want to try to upgrade all of the resource boxes for your main skillers for whatever they specialize in, and then go to fighting and health and mana and utility, and then finish off by leveling up everything else. I will say the sailing one, the sailing crate, is really good to level up as well, just because it gives you AFK counts for sailing, and it's always it always gives you at least something. So that's something that I would try to focus on. And I think that might be it. I think you need to focus on tools, you need to focus on weapons maybe a little bit. Armor would be a big one whenever you fix your refinery. Stamps are a massive one. Use this whenever you're upgrading stamps just to figure out which ones you can upgrade. And the earlier ones do not cost as much money in case you're hurting for money. So just to level those up, that would be fairly doable for you. And then alchemy, you really need to work, in my personal opinion, what you need to work on first is your skilling bubbles, and then work on your fighting bubbles, just because do you have Atom Collider? You don't. So whenever you get the Atom Collider, if you have all of your skilling bubbles leveled up, you can get atoms per day. Once you do that, you can level up bubbles with boron. When a bubble has a cost of 100 million or more to upgrade, you can instead switch to particles. However, you can only do this a certain amount of times per day. And this will help you increase your fighting bubbles as well later on. But I still think, especially with your 3D prints being fairly low for where you're at in the game, you need to focus more on your skilling bubbles than your fighting bubbles at this point. And I think that's it. I think that's a good roundup of what he should focus on in the next couple weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one.